Welcome to Coach in a Car. I coach leaders who are working in turbulent work environments that create crazy chaos in their lives and bring them to a state of calm. Today, I want to talk about the right for you to feel powerful. As a leader, it's so important for you to recognize everybody on the team needs to feel powerful. I'm going to give you an example today. So I was hired on for a specific job. Me personally, when you have teammates that need help with something, I hate it when people are like, that's not my job. Somebody else in my organization came to me and asked me if I could assist as they're starting a project coordinating a green belt class for our organization. It would entail that if he goes away, he needs closing the loop of correspondence to just be the secondary point of contact. No problem. It doesn't take away from my workload, and I'm glad to help a fellow teammate. He was tasked as the lead for this project, and again, simply, he just asked me to assist to fill the gaps when he's gone. Smart. I agreed. Now, fast forward a month later, I haven't had to step in for anything. He's been handling it. But one of our bosses pulled me aside and said, hey, I got a project for you. I need you to reach out to the leaders and find out who would be interested, and that'll drive our program. Okay, no problem. I told him, I said, well, there's somebody that I know that's in charge of this, so I'll circle back with them and coordinate. I'll work it out with them. No problem. We got it. In the meantime, very transparent, I went to the lead and I said, hey, over the weekend, one of our bosses asked me to do X, Y, Z and just wanted to run it by you. And his response email, you could tell he went down a little bit of a rabbit hole. You could hear the frustration, the words that he used in the email. Well, I already put out the information and I already got a list started of people that are interested. And I guess we're going to have to be delicate with how we're going to work this. Delicate? So in my brain, I'm like, delicate for what? What do we have to be delicate for? Why do we have to tiptoe? And I'm like, all right, we're in the military. The bureaucracy is freaking crazy in this organization. It's just frustrating. I said, all right, here we go. Let's make a really good response. Let's be this guy's cheerleader. And let's put some power in here because I am sure he's feeling some type of way that maybe leadership doesn't trust him because they're tasking me. He's probably going to resent me a little bit, to be honest with you. When you get tasked something and you're like doing it and then someone else gets tasked, it's like, but they don't trust me? Of course you're going to feel that way. Of course you're going to feel powerless. Of course now you have to tiptoe between two senior bosses because he was tasked by this by another boss. And he probably assumes that both of them are talking to each other. And I assume nothing because I know they're probably not talking to one another. My response was to grab my pom-pom cheerleader things and change his frame of mind. I'm going to explain that in a second. So I crafted an email and I said, thank you for being vulnerable and explaining to me the situation and your concern. It makes 100% sense that you would feel frustrated with the information that's being given. As discussed a month ago, I do recognize you as the lead of this project. However, I don't think this is a delicate situation. I think there's a simple fix, and that fix is to communicate so we can together get them together, because I guarantee you both of them are not talking. And I think after that, I was his cheerleader, reframed it, and you could tell in his correspondence, he feels a lot calmer. So be the cheerleader.